Hey guys, welcome back. Hey, I was just thinking about some things as I was working through a little bit of stuff from my daily workout stuff. I wanted to show just a quick lesson, and this is going to be really extemporaneous. I didn't think about this even a second, really, other than I wanted to do a video on this. I wanted to talk about how to play over top of a minor chord and some of the things you can do to spice it up a little bit. So, you know, we all know if we're playing over like an A minor chord, there's a couple of different things you can do. You probably all know the regular minor pentatonic, which of course sounds great and works really great. Your bend notes, and here, you guys all know that. Sometimes you guys know you can add the ninth into it, and what that makes is a hexatonic scale. And you know what? I'm gonna just do this. I'm gonna play like a vamp underneath this thing. And while I do it, I'm going to just talk through some of the scales that I'm going to play, and just, you know, we'll sort of work it out as we go. So here's your minor pentatonic. Oh, and I should say, I'm playing the blues scale where I'm playing this note. All right, so that definitely works great. Another thing you can do, though, is what I was saying, is you can add this Carlos Santana note. I'm gonna put on a little bit more distortion. Now, with that also comes this idea, so you can use the minor hexatonic over top of it. You can also take this A minor and you can go up a third, so that would be to the note C, and you can play a C major 7th arpeggio. That's the notes B, C, G, E, G, and then back up to B. And that's a great sound. Sound like really, really sweet, you know. So if you're playing regular bluesy, great, right? So speaking of that, I'm just superimposing chords now. I can also superimpose up a 5th and minor, which is a lovely sound. You know, I mean, it's a really cool sound. Very cool, right? Okay, another thing you can do, and I'm gonna just like, again, slam you with a bunch of different ideas that you can work out on your own, but I can also play the Dorian scale, and that F sharp note gives it some spice. It's like the 2 chord out of the key of G, so I'm basically playing a G major scale. Sound. Okay, now that we've got the Dorian, I can also play these sort of like bebop chromatic approach notes. I know that sounds like a mouthful, but listen. Okay, you hear that sound, and again, that's all of a sudden starts getting into the land of Charlie Parker and jazz. And then once I go up here, I can approach my 3rd coming down the other way. So now I'm getting a lot of like harmonic vocabulary. All right, let's move on to another thing I can do. I can approach any of these notes by its chromatic note. Very cool sounding. All right, so now I'm getting very sophisticated vocabularies. I'm going to leave you with one last one. You might not have heard of this one, but it's also very cool. It's called the Coltrane Pentatonic. So it's root, second, minor, third, fourth, or excuse me, fifth, major, sixth. All right, well, that's a bunch of different ideas that you can play over top of a minor chord to get some different sounds and some spice. And hopefully that helped you out a little bit. And until next time, God bless.